welcome back. It's been a minute. I am Julie in Stitches. This is my cat Luna. Julie in Stitches _16, Julie _ Stitches _16 on Instagram. I want to change that, but it is what it's there. I don't want to lose it, so it is what it is. And I already have itchy nose, and because the reason why is because I already recorded half an hour of this and it didn't record. Happy Sunday, everyone. Welcome back if you are a subscriber, and welcome to any new friends. Yay, new friends. I love new friends. So come to the chaos. It's sometimes just a poop show here. But I muddle through it because it's fun, and I love seeing all of your lovely designs, and I love to share, because I don't have any stitchy friends near me, just all of you. so thank you for listening. Coffee, it's Sunday morning, probably drinking a lot of it. What I'm wearing: Milwaukee Brewers, they're turning up the heat. We're huge sports fans in our house, and I am a Milwaukee Brewer fan, and I happen to live with two St. Louis Cardinal fans. And this year, I get the glory of advancing to the postseason all alone. Because usually those darn Cardinals, as much as I love the Cardinals, the baseball team, the Cardinals, irritates me because they're always in the playoffs. And they're always beating the Brewers somehow. So this year, they're done. They're gone. And I get the glory all by myself. This is a County Stadium shirt. Oh, let me see. Many childhood memories. Spent a lot of time there with my dad. So very meaningful to me. I was happy to find this at one of the games that we were at this year. Okay, so now I got to do all of this over and remember. Bird babble. Hummingbirds left the building 9:21 or 9:22. Last picture I have of this little fat lady, because I made sure they were well fed for their journey, was on September 21st. I think they might have been around on the 22nd as well, but I didn't get a picture, if I remember right. I know that was only a week ago, but memory. So they are gone. This isn't a good thing, but it's an interesting thing. We had flamingos in Wisconsin. Oh, yeah, I'm hoping to never hear that again, actually, because they should not be here. And if they were not to find their way south before the winter, which I'm not sure what's being done about that, I really need to research that some more. They were spotted in Port Washington, which is down by Milwaukee. And apparently they were thrown off track on their journey by the hurricanes. Climate change. But crazy enough, this photo was taken at Lake Petenwell, which is approximately 10-ish miles north of me. We live by Castle Rock Lake, so the Wisconsin River is dammed to create Lake Petenwell, and then dammed again to create Castle Rock, just south of Lake Petenwell, Castle Rock Lake, and then it's the Wisconsin River again. So these flamingos are 10 miles away from me. Flamingos, Wisconsin. Again, they need to get the rock out of here. Like, no. Please don't stay and die. I would be devastated by that. So, bird babble, nature nuances, acorns. Oh my acorns. We had our literal lawn coating of acorns. Like, I can't go barefoot outside right now because I feel like I am getting a really, really bad foot massage. And when you drive down our driveway, we have a pretty long driveway, it is like you're driving over rumble strips. You're driving over so many acorns. So if you live in oak tree territory, which we have many, it is a mast year for oak trees. So the theory being that, and I wrote this down, so excuse me while I check my notes. Oak trees go through, and all trees go through maples do the same thing. A boom and bust cycle, but maples for more of a survival technique, and this is as well. Not that maple. Okay, anyways, let's go with the oaks, Julie. Just concentrate on the oaks. It's an evolutionary benefit, basically. So in a mast year, the acorn eaters, chipmunks, squirrels, birds, deer, etc., they can't possibly eat the millions of acorns that are falling. So that leaves acorns to seed and grow into more oaks. Survival of the species. Also, in years of lean production, so the in-between years of mast years, they thin out those predators, those eaters. So they don't get as much food, they don't reproduce as much, it thins the population of those animals. Nature is just phenomenal and interesting, and I can't get enough of learning about how, life survives, right? So a mature oak can drop approximately 10,000 acorns in a mast year. In our yard, we have like 10 to 20, I don't know. But in the woods behind us and the rest of our 4 acres, we probably have, a total on our property of over 100 oak trees. So we literally have 1 million acorns. 1 million. That's not an exaggeration. And I like to exaggerate. And that's not an exaggeration. I'm probably underestimating. So every day I walk, I get up every hour and I walk all the way down the driveway. So it's probably like a city block and then back. And all the oak trees that are growing up around our driveway, I have not been hit by an acorn yet. I don't know how, because you can hear them pinging off our garage and our house and the driveway, and I have not actually been hit by one, so I'm waiting. I'm waiting to get hit by an acorn. There are a lot of them. A lot. All right. I forgot to mention last time in my last video, if you haven't watched it, go watch it. When I was talking about our retreat, our Quad City Needleminder retreat, which was me, Nithya from Daybreak Stitchery, Miriam from Marroomy Crafts, Marroomy Designs, and Sarah from ModCross. Sarah, I forgot to share this, and I'm sorry, Sarah. Here it is. She made these awesome and amazing and cute and beautiful dried flower arrangements for us in these wooden spools. I have mine sitting in my craft room, my office right next to me in the window. Oh, and she also, in her last video, was just a few days ago, or end of last week, gave a little tutorial in the end of how she dries her flowers. So I know I am super interested in that. I want to do that. So thank you, Sarah. Excuse me. Flosstube nose and Flosstube congestion. It is real. So go watch. Sarah's also an amazing designer and a beautiful, beautiful human being. And I love her. Thank you, Sarah. She got shouted out by Pam and Steph. Just keep stitching. I was so excited. I get excited for other people's accomplishments. She has a super cute pattern in the Just Cross Stitch Christmas magazine. It's a little reindeer aviator. Sorry, Sarah, that I don't have a picture to show because I'm half prepared as usual. But I will be stitching it, and you should also, and you should go check that out. New Flosstube alert. Me. New to me. Whips and Kits. Her name is Heidi. She is in South Central. Not even quite Central. Sorry, Heidi. But she's about an hour and a half south of me. Hour and a half-ish south of me. Super, like, so many beautiful samplers. And when I watched, I think she has 3 or 4 videos. She uses a lot of silks, and I literally have to have a napkin because I start drooling. Gorgeous. So I did reach out to her to say hello. Hey, I'm your neighbor. Won't you be my neighbor? And said maybe we should get together and stitch sometime. Reach out to me if you're nearby. Even if you're not, we could Zoom. You know, I love this community. I love how everybody is welcoming and accepting and friendly, and I'd love to make new friends. I'm a lonely stitcher here in my community. I don't really know anybody else that cross stitches, knits, crochets. I'm a multi-crafter, so I do not discriminate against crafts. If you want to punch needle or diamond paint or sew, whatever you want to do, I'll do whatever I do with you. Okay. Oldie but a goodie. Running with Scissors, stitching with Jane and Julie. I don't think I've ever shouted them out before, so I just would be remiss if I did not. They're in Minnesota. So you're only 4 hours away from me, ladies, and one of these days I'm just gonna show up because they are hilarious. Oh my gosh, they would be so much fun to sit and stitch with. And interestingly enough, ironically, my sister's name is Jane. I'm Julie, so you know, that is meaningful, serendipitous in any way. Go check them out, please. You will not regret it. They're beautiful, beautiful stitching. Oh my gosh, those ladies, and they just do so much. I don't know how you do so much. Okay. For free for me, Allie. My friend Allie at Cozy Cabin Stitching has released this freebie for us just in time for spooky season, for Halloween, or, I mean, all year, right? And I was just saying, like, a few weeks ago, I'm like, I need bookmarks. Like, I'm using random objects for bookmarks. Oh, shoot, I forgot to grab my books. Oh, that's right. So here is a bookmark of one of my favorite movies by one of my favorite authors, an adaptation of one of my favorite authors. Of course, the Overlooked bookmark, paying homage to The Shining by Stephen King. Hopefully you guys can see that. So go check out Allie at Cozy Cabin Stitching. Check out all of her other amazing patterns. She also has a lot of patterns recently in magazines, and just cross stitch. So stitch some Allie, stitch some Cozy Cabin. Next, Nuri at Shaded Stitchery. So this is either on Ko-Fi or Gumroad. Sorry, I can't remember. But you can, of course, it can be free, but really, if you're able and have the capacity, throw $1 or $2 or $5 to these creators to support them so they can create more beautiful patterns. So this is so much more. We can do so much more together rather than apart. A quote from Opal Lee. It will go on my craftivism board, and it will be a quick stitch. It's 81 by 71. yeah, be on my needle soon. I have another for free for me that you'll see in new starts. So moving on. New segment alert. These are a few of my favorite stitchy things. Oh, that was a little better than the first time. Still not good. Pony black needles. One of my favorite stitchy things. Oh my gosh, you guys. I am so happy I found these. I love to see like people's opinions and reviews of products that we use, or organizational tips, or I don't know, how you organize, how you hang your fabric or put it in drawers, or whatever, you know what I'm saying. These needles, first of all, so how can I describe these? They're not regular length and they're not petite. They're kind of right in the middle. They are smooth as silk going through your fabric. They are a pleasure and a joy to stitch with. They are nickel free. I have a nickel allergy. Always have. Can't wear my wedding ring because it's white gold. In America, we can put up to 75% nickel in white gold. There's no regulation. I will get off that high horse right now. Can't wear nickel earrings, blah, blah, blah. I also recently found out that I'm allergic to cobalt. So I kind of have a heavy metal allergy, and I believe that's what's causing my incredibly, overwhelmingly bad eczema. It is not being recognized very much in the medical community, so I'm doing my own witchcraft voodoo nurse research at home, making some diet changes and hoping to see some relief from that. And one weekend I'm giving it the old college try. I'm going to try it for a month, but nickel free. Love them. Love them. Starlight Stitchery has them. Otherwise, they've been really kind of hard to find. So when I found them there, I think I ordered like 8 packs. So I have them. So like every time I pull out an old project, I'm switching them out for these needles. Love them. Love them. Few of my favorite things. Okay, let's go to new starts. I have a few, because startitis is happening and it's real, and I don't know if it'll ever end. I know that when I do my whip parade at the end of the year, I am going to probably say goodbye to a few things because I just can't seem to stop starting. So that's an oxymoron. Stop starting. I can't. I'm not gonna. I don't think I'm going to. First, I was the lucky duck that got the very last copy of Toonies by D's 20 Stitches when they put them out to the public on sale. This was a Stitch North exclusive from this year, and I got one. I got the very last one. Thank you again, D. So I started this right before we went on our week-long camping trip, and then just put a few stitches in, and then I stitched it while we were camping. And this is where I am. So when I got home from camping after 5 days, I just had some of this white to fill in on the bottom of my Toonie. My Toonie. That could be my Toonie. My Toonie. Or Ma, which my kids lovingly call me Ma Toonie. Oh, goodness gracious. That's right, I didn't have a card in here, so I had to look back. This is on... Oh, this is my homage to Canada piece. This is on Impulsive Purple 22 count by Kaylee Tent Stitch. Oh my gosh, Kaylee, if you have not checked her out, thesewingshop.ca, please go do so. Beautiful bags. She sells kits. She sells fabrics. Oh, and I won. She got to 2,000 followers on Instagram and had a drawing, and I won, and I'm so excited to see my prize. It is in a Shiba Design bag. Beautiful bags, Canada. Being stitched with flosses from Canada. Brynna Needle, Roxy Floss Co. Oh, I think there is one color in cotton. No, all Canadian. There you go, my Canadian friends. Gotta show these again. I showed them last time, but Dee threw these in with my package. That's Uncanny Kari, and that is Dee. And I cannot thank them enough, because those are probably my favorite floss drops ever. So that's Toonies. Toonies. BAP to school sale. Language. Big ass project. The brainchild of the New Hampshire Stitcher. And she said, let's all go back to school cross stitch shopping, or get out a kit of a big ass project, and let's start it for back to school time. So I had this kitted up, completely kitted up just recently. So this was my start for back to school on September 1st. A peacock, a unicorn, a badger. So this is full coverage. It's a big one. It's a very big BAP. It's a big BAP. It's a big ass project. So, for ease of my stitching sanity, when I was at Linz and Madison and I bought this pattern, they had a model on the wall. Sucked me right in. I always been interested in it, but once I saw that model, it was all over. The nice lady there who was helping me said she stitched hers on a green fabric to eliminate all that background fill-in. And I said, you are brilliant. They did not have that lakeside linen that was a close match to that green. And in my research found that was very hard to come by. So, talked about him ad nauseum if you'd been here and watched me for any length of time. This is a fabric by Tomas, who is Nicholas Flamel on Instagram and in Etsy. It is the colorway Tess of the D'Urbervilles. I'm murdering that, and I apologize. Here is my start on this, a 40 count. It's gonna be big. It's gonna be big. It's gonna be big. I'm using the beautiful and petable and luscious and gorgeous and vibrant and oh so satisfyingly wonderful silks from hand-dyed fibers, HDF, by Vicki Clayton. And let's talk a minute about Vicki Clayton. So when I was kitting this up right before I started and putting her silks on Adam Hart floss drops, also I'm sold, don't have to sell me anymore, influence me, love them. I was missing some flosses, and I had extras of she sends a conversion, a little paper conversion chart thing, which I think I have in my pattern, because I laminated it. So I emailed her and said, I don't know what happened, if this was an old conversion, but I'm missing some colors and I have extras. Here are the colors I'm missing. Do you want me to send the extras back? Within 5 minutes, and I am not even kidding you or exaggerating when I say within 5 minutes, she emailed me back, so apologetic, and said, yeah, that must be old. Your flosses will be on the way. Okay, thank you so very much. That is beautiful and brilliant of you. I thought I'd get a shipping notification in a week. You know, whatever. No hurry. I have enough to start with. No. I got a shipping notification like within an hour of that response. And these were here within 2 days. Thank you, Vicki. I mean, that is customer service to the nth degree. I can't even say enough good things. Her silks are brilliant. Her colors are brilliant. They're beautiful to work with. Amazing. So go support her if you can, because I like to shout out I mean, why wouldn't you shout out a business owner who goes out of their way like that? Which we have many in the cross stitch community. So many. I mean, almost all. Okay. Next was, can't do Owl Forest Friday without an Owl Forest on the go. And I don't know why I didn't have an Owl Forest on the go, but I didn't. I had started their like plant stitch along last year, their mystery plant thing. And fabric, floss choice, whatever. It got dekitted. So, needed a new one. Showed this last time as a plan, and I started it. This is Enchanted Forest. Ooh. Nature. So, Allie Z is crafty, is always showing her Owl Forest Friday pattern. I'm like, well, I can't do Owl Forest Friday without an Owl Forest, so here I go. So on 9/15/23, I started Enchanted Forest. This is being done on a Be Stitch Me and Hot Cocoa that I'm pretty sure that I got when I was at the Be Stitch Me store. That was fun and expensive. 40 count. I said that right? Okay. And I am using the Owl Forest silks that came with the kit, and they are awesome, and I love the variegation that's happening so far. My floss bling is from my beautiful friend Nithya. Those were gifted to us at our inaugural Quad City Stitcher retreat. She hand painted these. I don't use bobbins since the late 80s, nor would I put floss over that beautiful artwork. Like, she did that, and I watched her new Flosstube this morning before I sat down to record, and she explains how she painted these, which is awesome. Thank you, Nithya, for that little art tutorial. That is awesome. I said everything I wanted to say about that one, right? I did. Okay. Next is Starry Moth. These got messed up. So just cross stitch autumn edition, August, September, October. I don't know what it is. It's autumn. There's so many good patterns. I think I showed a few in my last Flosstube that I really, really enjoy. Oop, don't lose the card. Michelle Bendy did a flip through and said, let's vote on whatever is the favorite. We'll start a stitch along. Starry Moth won that. And this is by one of my favorites and yours, Janine McGowan of the Blue Flower. And I said, I'm in. Start all the things. Let's just go. Let's just start them all. You know what, then? Whatever I'm in the mood for, I have one of each. Right? Here is my progress. This is on a 46 count. I hope it's not getting blown out. 46 counts. Hand-dyed by me. Hand-dyed by me. Purples and blues, and I just thought that was a nice fabric for my moth. This is being stitched with, I almost don't want to share these because I'm selfish. I'm not. Oh, silks. So this is stop, collaborate, and listen. This is the dyer's name is Mo's, M-O''S, Sale, and she sells these only on Facebook in a group. Cam, my friend Cam the Stitcher, showed these on multiple Flosstubes, and so I was like, and bragged and said all the good things. So I checked them out, and now I'm addicted. Trying to limit to like 3 or 4 a week because she releases them on Saturday mornings. You gotta jump on and get them. They are, I mean, I can't even. They're gorgeous, and they're soft, and they're wonderful to work with. This was my first. I had to try them, and I'm hooked. I'm hooked. I am hooked. So go find her on Facebook. I'll link everything that hopefully everything. Sometimes I miss a thing or two, but I try, and sometimes I have extras. Sometimes I have extra things. I'm like, oh, I didn't even talk about that, but go check those out too. You know, less is not more. Less is more. More is not less. That's what we'll go with today. Next. My friend Miriam from Marroomy Designs, who also has the most gorgeous and brilliant and amazing patterns. And also, I just got to mention this, and I don't have, because sometimes I just go on tangents. Her sampler September release was a bat Biba sampler. Biba is bat in Farsi. And I'm like, oh, that's a big one. But I need bookmarks. So Miriam, I think that I'm going to use that in strips to make bookmarks. Winning. So Miriam posted a like meme or explanation about this, is it medieval, Victorian slang term called got the morbs, meaning feeling a little down and depressed or just in the dumps. The definition is temporary melancholia, abstract noun coined from adjective morbid. So you're feeling morbid. You're just feeling a little dumpy. So Jacob from Modern Folk Embroidery, MFE, designed this after he saw Miriam's post in a night, just in a night, just designed this pattern in a night. So there is also a Got the Morb sale, hashtag Got the Morb sale on 9/23. And here is my start. If I get back and I put this forward. Alright, so Got the Morbs is being stitched on Roxy Flasco in the colorway Modeled Citizen. I love this fabric. If you can see like the green modeling, there's some light purple in there, very Halloween-y, very spooky. And then the floss is Starlight Stitchery, and I believe I got this in the Poe box last year or several years ago, in the colorway The Raven, and it is, I thought, perfect. It's blacks and purples and whites and grays. It's a beautiful variegated color. I also kept another piece of fabric in this bag because I also, while I was out visiting Jacob's site to got the morbs, I got the cranky owl. Hoo, 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 hoo. So homage to our owl friend at our campsite. Oh, did I even tell you about that in this retake? We had an owl visit our campsite and was just sitting in a tree above us. I, of course, was in bed with the dogs, but my boys got to enjoy it. We heard it all night, and then it came and landed in a tree and stared down at them. My son was like, it's a little freaky. Like, you're bigger than a chipmunk. You're 6'3". So yeah, I'm going to do that next. Probably with the same class. No idea how to finish. So a lot of people talk about how they're process or product stitchers. I'm pretty sure I am. Some projects I start and I'm like, I know what I want eventually to do with it. But most projects I start and I have zero clue what I'm going to do. I'm just stitching it because I like it. Or because it is an advocacy piece. I'm a big craftism person, I've found. Knitting and crochet more comfort and warmth. in Wisconsin, but cross stitch definitely Advocacy, which brings me to my next new start and another for free for me. As soon as I saw this, it was it was on my needle. Like my day, I stopped my day for this. Shazita at Ancient Sage Designs designed and released this pattern called Lights Out for Birds. Go to her Instagram page, Ancient Sage Designs, and read all about it. Basically, she keeps the next one. Yes. She is giving us some education and about migratory birds, flight paths, and why it is necessary for you to turn out your lights, especially at night, because our little feathered friends like to fly into our windows and get confused, and they have their flight paths, well, different from the flamingos. They just got their radar, their internal, they just got thrown off course because of the weather patterns. But anyways, I'll just read you I'll read you a short snippet. According to the Audubon, in the northern hemisphere, every year billions of birds migrate north in the spring and south in the fall. The majority of them flying at night, navigating with the night sky. If they pass over big cities on their way, they can become disoriented by the bright artificial lights and sky glow, often causing them to collide with buildings or windows. So, that's lights out. Lights out for birds. And you know me. I like my birdies. I like my burbs. I like my feathered friends. So, if you can, turn your lights out. And advocate for big businesses, corporations that have these huge buildings to maybe, be an advocate. Be an advocate, because the world will be a sad place without birds. So here is my start with my hanging needle. Sorry, let me get that out of the way. And 2 days of stitching. I did some this morning because I need to just get this done. I have a finish plan for this. I want to do like a flat fold, but not just put it on a board. It's not a flat fold, just a flat. I just want to do a flat and then hang it from rope to put in our sunroom, which I'm calling my bird room, because it's going to be all bird and nature related things. Oh, you don't need to see that. You want to see my card? Be Stitch Me Portobello 46 count fabric. I'm choosing my own adventure. I'm using some Be Stitch Me silk, some Card and Garden threads, and then the bird I started in Etoile, if you can see the sparkle, because I thought nighttime shiny star bird, and then I'll probably do black Etoile down here for the words. Go free for me and a new start, because I can't stop starting, and I'm gonna pause for the cause. Be right back. Okay, that worked. Oh, technology. I love it. So my other new start was actually a crochet project because I felt like it, because I found a peace sign, granny square peace sign pattern. I don't have a picture of the pattern to show because mainly I am stitching this off of a video because the pattern was wonky and hard to follow. So I found a tutorial on YouTube, and of course it's a peace sign, so not sure yet if I am going to do a bunch of these and make them into a blanket or a sweater, or what's going to happen. Right now I'm just going to enjoy making peace signs because I love peace signs. I have so much yarn. So I'm obviously just stitching from stash. I'm going to use like my Southwest theme colors. I'm going to invert colors, like do green with the beige and for this peace sign. Let me find my words again. I'm starting over for the third time because my computer doesn't want to save my videos. So yeah, I had made a small start. Sorry for my bending. On the second one. That's all I've got. That far. So there's that. Moving on to Whip It Good. See if I can get through this time. In fact, let's pause for the cause and see if this is recording, and then I'll start again. Okay, all good. And I have a hair in my face. Okay. Whip It Good. Sampler September. Hashtag Sampler September. And this was kind of my Strand a Day September to begin with. And then I kind of fall off that wagon. But for a couple weeks anyways, this was... I was cruising right along in a Strand a Day on this. And I was very happy with my progress doing that. This is Heartstring Samplery. Nope. Silver Creek Samplers. Sing a Sampler. Doe, a deer, a female deer. And Silver Creek Samplers, if you were ever so inclined, I would love to stitch a "These are a few of my favorite things." Or any Sound of Music, or pretty much any musical themed pattern, because I am a musical, Broadway musical girl. Okay, so I got the first 2 blocks done. I got Doe and Ray, A Drop of Golden Sun, done on this. I am using Fiber on a Whim Cream and Sugar 46 count, and I am using the beautiful and wonderful and messy Roxy Flossco thread conversion with a few changes. Like I know when I was doing the Sunshine, the Drop of Golden Sun, I wanted the rays of the sun, the ray of the sun, to be brighter. So I just picked a different yellow from Stash, I believe a color in cotton, and made it brighter. So there's that. And I am keeping this is being housed in my Hamilton bag, Hamilton Songs bag that I made myself. Still learning, but proud. Sewing. Next, Whip Good is And a Forest Group. This was a WIPGO call for the month of September. If you've been with me, you will know that I have restarted this now for a 3rd time on a 3rd different count of fabric with all the call for DMC, because I just wasn't happy with the stitches, but I am now, and I'm sticking to it. This is being done on a 46 count antique white. Oh goodness. Oh, card. Antique white. When I started this month, oh guys, now I'm all discombobulated. I only had like this tree done, and then I had to frog a little bit because I'd miscounted somewhere on one of the branches. So I started again, and then I got all this done this month. All of it. This has kind of been my night stitching when we're sitting on the couch while we're watching Suits because we couldn't find a new series to watch, and sorry, Flosstube knows. We are watching Suits because we needed something, and we're like, well, let's try it, and now we're sucked in. So we're gonna finish what we started, just like this pattern. 46 count antique white, just a Bergen linen, Swigart, I believe, right? Swigart. And all the called for DMC, I already said that. Let me take a breath and a drink and figure out how to finish this. Now the family's home. Like, my son and his girlfriend got here and the football game's about to start. So if you hear yelling in the background, my Packers played on Thursday night. We're not going to talk about it. That's okay. I was cautiously optimistic this season. It is what it is. But now they are Steelers fans, just as they're Cardinals fans. They're Steelers fans. So you might hear yelling. I apologize in advance. But this is also a Whip Go call for October, so I get to keep going. I almost had a page finish, and my thought was, oh, wow, maybe I could just do a page a month. But who are we kidding, really, right? Who are we kidding? Would be nice, though. I am going to rechart the quote. This is a religious quote, and I'm not religious, so I'm going to, I think, Nithya, I just watched her this morning. I think I mentioned that she is requoting her Greta Thunberg. I'm not saying that right because I can't speak anymore. Quote. But I was thinking of a David Attenborough, Blue Planet, Blue Earth, David Attenborough quote. I don't know. I'll think of something. It will have to do with climate change advocacy, because we only have one planet, everyone, and we're not doing very good. We're not doing very hot. We're making it hot, but we're not doing very hot. So, yeah. On we go. Next. One day I'm like, gosh, I just want to pull something out that I can get a finish on. I just am craving a finish. I didn't have any fully finishes this video, because I don't have any. So I'm like, oh, what can I just want a project I can finish what's calling to me, and what was calling to me, as usual, it was something to do with the earth and nature. So I pulled out Marroomy Designs, my friend Miriam's beautiful Mother Nature design. And I didn't finish it, but I did work on it for a few days, and I got quite a bit done. So I'm okay with that. Let me open her up. There's my back. Not pretty. My backs are never pretty. A girl never shows her back. I did get the inside of her done and most of the bottom. So now I just have her crown, little of the bottom, and the other. So I'm going to leave this out to work on it, because I would just like to finish it and get it up so I can have it. This will also hang somehow in my bird/nature, my sunroom. This is 20 count pine, 20 count snowy pine, color and cotton, and can't get through a video without a Night Stalkers Calling in the colorway Evergreen. So perfect for Mother Nature, snowy pine and evergreen. Love this pattern. Beautiful design, Miriam. As always, all of Miriam's designs are beautiful. Please, 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 please go check her out and support her. Please. Next, Whip It Good. Mojo Stitches in the library. Also a Whip Go call for the month of September. I love when this comes up. And jury's still out if I'm going to do Whip Go. I think I will. I kind of like to, randomly have 2 different projects to kind of give some days. I'm not going to really set strict goals, because I found that wasn't working for me. Like, work on it for 10 days. I think it's too overwhelming. So I'll just work on it, like, however many days. I'll still have a Whip Go board, I think. And then just do what I want. Just, if I stitch on it for 1 day, goal met, right? Anyways, this is, in the library, my Mojo Stitches. Again, when you're recording something for the 3rd time, you're like, What did I say? What should I say? Okay, moving on. Thank you for understanding. Laura, my friend Laura, who is Lala D Stitches, Run Don't Walk if you haven't found her yet. Delightful, hilarious, fun, beautiful stitching, and such a good human. Such a good human. We are doing an informal sale called In the Library Sale. Please join us if you have this pattern, if you've wanted to stitch this pattern, if you enjoy this pattern. I love this pattern. I love it, not only because it's gorgeous, but because it uses cottage garden threads, one of my favorites. The variegation is just amazing, and they're beautiful to stitch with. They feel like silk. They're not silk, but they feel like silk. So I got more of this border done on both sides down to those moths and started on that second bookshelf and the plant in the middle. This is a 40 count Nicholas Flamel, and I don't know the colorway. It came in like a pack. Oh, no. I am a liar. I sit on a throne of lies. R&R Reproduction Barb's Blend. And I am using Cottage Garden Threads, the thread pack for this, which was my exposure to Cottage Garden Threads, and I'm so incredibly happy that I took that leap and started to use those because they are, as I said, beautiful and wonderful to work with. I worked a little bit on my Love Note sweater. This is a pattern by Tin Can Knits. And I believe it's free. You guys, why don't I ever look this up? I am not cropping it. I am doing it regular length because I am not a crop top girl. Not a crop top girl. And I did abbreviate the repeats for this leaf pattern, lacework section at the top. I only did 2 repeats of that. And my collar is going to be, because as you can see, I cut off my shirts. I can't have anything sit at my neck. I was never a choker girl when that was, I just can't do it. It's a neurodivergent thing, feeling, sensory. It's a sensory thing for me. I can't have, nope. Anyways, but like I said previously, if you've watched me, I have to figure out how this is either going to be off the shoulder or I'm really going to have to come up. So I actually probably should stop the body where I'm at because I'm going to have to build up the ribbing. I'll figure it out. So I did more body. So I'm almost done with the body, and then hopefully the next time you see me, I will have the ribbing done, and then I can start the sleeves. And winter is coming. Jon Snow. It's summer today. It's summer in Wisconsin today. It's 80. It's going to be 80. It was 85 yesterday. So it's summer today. Plans. Tentative as always. To be determined. Could change. Never quote me. Never think that you might see the same thing next time. But there are a few things that I'm pretty sure are for certain. My Whip Go calls are And a Forest Grew. So that's coming back out. And maybe I'll get another page finish. My nose is so stuffy, you guys. Thank you. My next Whip Go call. B from the BB by the MFE. Birds from Bernhard's Books by Modern Folk Embroidery. I had said in a previous Flosstube earlier in this year that I would have enjoyed getting this done by its anniversary, August 1st. Didn't even come out of the bag, I don't think. Maybe a stitch or two. So here it is, and I'm gonna shoot for a page finish. We'll see. maybe by next anniversary, maybe by August 1st, 2024, we'll be done. Beautiful pattern. Of course, as is everything by our friend Jacob. He is amazing. So here we are. This is being stitched. This is Nicholas Flamel in a colorway I don't know. It was in a pack, so he often doesn't have specific. Tomas doesn't. He has like packs of fabrics, like 3 or 4 colors. So not, and then they're named. The pack is named, but the specific, each individual fabric is not named. The floss is Live and Die LA in the colorway Nebula, that I got a whole bunch of, as you can see, and it is gorgeous and it is perfect, and I love the way that it's variegated, but when you are stitching, it is not so variegated. And I am not going so I go across, I go up and down, I go wherever I want. I'm not worried about how it plays out because it's quick changes, so it's great. Well, no, it's long changes. But I'm not worried about worrying about it. I am not worried about worrying about it. Okay. Next, I'm going to focus on, because it is October, on Got the Morbs. That I would also like to have as a finish for you next time we meet. And today is Stitchy for Witchy, or Stitch for the Witchy Stitcher day. Today, if you have the capacity, if you're so inclined, please either pull out a Witchy Stitcher pattern or go and purchase a pattern from her. She was recently diagnosed with a rare form of blood cancer, and she is going through that horrific battle. So today we proclaimed Stitch for the Witchy Stitcher Day, a bunch of people in the community. So we're all pulling out patterns to stitch, and the hashtag has been and will be Stitchy for Witchy, Sal. So please do this if you can. I started this when we all started a pattern for her, which was on, I don't even remember what day. Did I write it down? Did I? I didn't. Anyways, I started Have the Lamb Stop Screaming, of course, from one of my favorite all-time movies, A Silence of the Lambs. Got my Buffalo Bill needle minder, Man for Minders, and that was my start. So hopefully maybe finish that border today, or go into the words if I get bored with the border. If I get bored with the border, because getting bored with the border is a real thing too. This is on 46 count Murky that I had originally bought for the Halloween Quakers, but I didn't. It's too dark for me for that. So it worked out perfect for this, because then I'm also going to do, when I'm done, just, if my fingers could work, it rubs the lotion, also by the Witchy Stitcher. It rubs the lotion is next, and I'm going to do it on the bottom. Oh, there's my back again, on the bottom. So I'm going to have 2. And I'll figure out how to finish those as well. This is in a me-made bag that Elizabeth Ann Can Stitch tutorial. I'm kind of liking these non-vinyl front, and I like that I already did a different It Rubs the Lotion pattern that I can't remember who it was by. And I like that it is, that I can use my stitching for a purposeful finish, a usable finish. I like usable finishes like this. Thanks for staying. If you're still here, thank you for staying. Okay. New start alert next weekend. But it will be a sale. Everyone is welcome to join us, and I'm going to try to keep the door shut even though dogs are in and out to avoid you hearing screaming. Everyone is welcome to join us. Please do come along, come along. We are going to do Miriam Marroomy Designs, Nithya Daybreak Stitchery, Sarah from ModCross, and I, Julian Stitches 16, are going to do the Artsy Housewife. Oh my gosh, you guys, if you have not checked her out or seen her patterns, like, she's kind of booming in popularity right now. She has great patterns. Like, I'm gonna have a really hard time deciding right now because I already have this in stash and I'm trying not to buy things. I believe for the hashtag Artsy Fartsy sale. Thank you so much, Nithya. Probably my most favorite hashtag yet. Artsy Fartsy sale. Frolicsome and mirthful. I quite enjoy odd vernacular or seldom used vernacular phrases and words. And you don't often hear people say frolicsome or mirthful. Frolicsome being lively and playful, and mirthful being merry and amusing, having merriment, which I prefer to be frolicsome and mirthful. I know that we can't always be. I definitely am not, but I prefer it. And these, I think, are just I love the aesthetic. I love the lettering, the font, and I just think they'll be fun. So I want these to be fun because I think they're fun words. So I want them to be fun. I want them to be frolicsome and mirthful. So I have this piece of Mystic Fabric, 40 count, in the colorway Illusion. And I had no idea. I've had this for quite some time, but I had no idea. I might have got this I was a part of her monthly subscription, but I had no idea what I was going to use it for. So when I was pulling and thinking and kidding, then I'm like, well, what about the flosses? Gloriana, this is a Gloriana silk that I used in my Nevertheless She Persisted pattern. Oh gosh, video 1 or 2 or 3. And I think that would be frolicsome and mirthful to stitch up. And or I have this Threadworks that was gifted to me by the lovely Miriam at our retreat. And I'm quite enjoying that possibility as well. What do you guys think? So we'll see. Or I may be buying a whole nother one of her patterns because she has this owl pattern that I can't stop looking at, and another bird pattern I can't stop looking at. Okay, speaking of Witchy Stitcher Cancer, it reminded me, the Stitchers Collective, which I've talked about time and time again, I'll have them linked below as well, came out with a new collaboration of patterns. I cannot remember how many in total, but like probably 20. I mean, a lot. If you go find them on Instagram, I'll link their website below. You donate $10 or more if you have the capacity to one of 4 cancer causes, charities that they have listed. Send them the receipt that you donated. They will send you this pattern pack. all focused on cancer. And I've seen previews of the designs now have been posted all morning from some of the designers or people that are part of the Stitchers Collective. And I, again, will not know which one to pick to start. My friend Allie, who I talked about previously from Cozy Cabin Stitching, has a design, and it is beautiful. She did it in pinks, significant to breast cancer awareness. And I've already thought about the teal conversion just this morning before I started recording, because my dad battled esophageal cancer a couple years ago, and it is one of the least researched, and it's very deadly. The 5-year survival rate is approximately 15 to 20%. We are in year 2 of his cure after his battle, and he, I'm knocking on wood right now, is still okay. So I breathe a sigh of relief every day. So cancer, any kind of cancer in general, we know how deadly it is. I don't know anybody that cancer hasn't affected. No one at this point. I don't. As a nurse, as a medical professional, I behoove the medical community to do better. So donate. Go donate. Get the beautiful patterns. Stitch them up. I am in awe and admiration of all of the members of the Stitcher Collective and their design efforts to support all of these wonderful causes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. On with the show. I do have some haul, but this is gonna be long again. That's okay. Let me just pick and choose a few things. I got almond M&Ms. I forgot I got this. I forgot I got this till it came in the mail. Oh, what was this called? Midnight Files Advent Box. So it's an October Halloween Advent Box. So I got to open day 1. So she has 31 little packs in here. Day 31 looks really awesome. There's probably a few goodies in there, but I got the one, if I remember correctly, that had not only 6-stranded silk, but 12, so I can use it for tiny stitching because it's thinner. But this was day 1, and I can show you because I opened it, so spoiler alert. Sorry I didn't do that. What is this? Fool's Gold. Look at her variegation. Oh, and her silks are so nice too. I am on a no-buy, except for a pattern here and there. This is Gira. She's a Japanese designer. She has a book, and somebody was showing this, and this, just the pattern on the cover, got me. Cross Stitch Happy Days. 25 fabulous cross stitch designs. So when Stitch for Asia comes around again, I got a whole book. Oh my gosh, you guys, there are so many cute designs in here. And I didn't flag the ones, but I just gotta show you. What's nice about this is all of her like models are in the front of the book, the first half of the book, and then the actual patterns, charts, are in the back. So I can show them to you freely without being scared that I'm going to show you the charts. Look at this. It's called Jellyfish Bag. And I think that I want to stitch this and make this bag because that is adorable. And I love jellyfish. Oh, there they go. You hear them? What? Bad call. Well, in their opinion, it's a bad call. Who knows if it really is. Mushrooms. Love me some mushrooms. Yeah, so many cute patterns. Like, I could be here for another half an hour showing you guys. Here's that cat again on the cover. And the flower. And are those asplums? Sarah, correct me. if I'm wrong. Those look like your ball flowers, which I need to know the name of so I can plant some next year. I gotta go back and watch your video, or if you could just tell me. This is awesome. This is called Butterflies and Hydrangeas. So this pattern is, this is all butterflies made to look like a hydrangea. Oh, that is so, so cute. That is so pretty. I love it. So that was, thank you to whoever showed this. Thank you, thank you. I got it. I love it. It's beautiful. I ordered from Kaylee Tent Stitch. I mentioned her before. The sewingshop.ca. I got a kit. So not only did I get one of her amazing and beautiful bags. Look at the little bee charm. You see this? Look at the bees. Pollinators. If we don't have bees, we don't bee. We can't be without bees. So let's figure out how to do better for the bees, because otherwise we won't be. We won't be without the bees. Oh my gosh. She always sends like a little thank you. Kaylee, you're amazing. What was it? And like, look at this little needle minder she includes on this super cute little piece of fabric that has, this is her calling card. This is her business card, is a little piece of fabric that she stamped her information on. And this, I just gotta, sorry, I'm gonna have to show all this. This is her, this is the needle minder. It's dried flowers and resin, you guys. I love it. Yeah, personalized thank you card, like, for real. I can't say enough good things about her. Okay, what else was in the package? So I got the pattern in the kit was this bumblebee. So, and look at how realistic. Like, look at that. Who is this? Artwork by Miriam Rosso. MiriamRossoArt.com. Okay, so it looks little, right? It looks doable. No. It is. I looked at the stitch. Well, first of all, here's all the thread colors. Yikes. Here they are. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 cards full. It's a lot of color changes. This will be a map. But I love how she like sends you all the needed colors in your kit, but only like enough, right? Only enough. Genius. Well, let me just tell you, on a 20 count piece of Aida or a 40 count piece of linen, this bee will be 18 by 17.5 inches. I believe I got 20 count Aida, and oh, isn't that going to be awesome? That's going to be a really big bumblebee. I got to figure out when I'm going to start that. Might not be till next spring. Who knows? You know, whenever I get a hankering. Whenever I get a hankering, it will start. Sorry, I'm trying to put this back. Okay. Then, you know, while I was out on her website to get that, I had to get some of her amazing fabric. This is a 20 count Aida in the colorway Iron Ore. I have no idea what I'm going to use this for yet, but I, like, what? I will find something. Oh my god. That, like, how is she dyeing this? Oh, so good. So good. And then I also got Winter's Dream. And this is just like kind of a white with splashes of purple. And I can find plenty of stuff to stitch on this. Plenty of stuff to stitch on that. So gorgeous. Kaylee. She has a Flosstube as well. Instagram, all the things. Find her, support her. I was a lucky duck again, lucky duck, to be able to grab a Jasmine custom bag. And this was like insects. I could also keep some Halloween stitching in here. My moth pattern. I don't know, you know, whatever. So I was lucky enough to get a Jasmine custom bag. I couldn't believe it. I'm usually not quick enough. I don't see things fast enough, but I did that day. So, yay! I got some Cosmo flosses. I'm sorry, I'm not going to take them out of the bag because I have not, I've never had them, used them, and I have the biodiversity pattern in the bag with Mother Earth that I showed earlier from the Stitchers Collective Earth Day collab, and it is all Cosmos, and I wanted to stitch it as called for because the colors on that pattern are absolutely incredibly vibrant and shiny and amazing. Pixie Stitch designed that. So I got a few more of their variegateds and just a few more like colors to have in stash so that I can start using them and see if they're one of my favorite things. Okay. I always feel like, oh, I'll just save the rest for later, and then I put it away and you never see it. I got some new needle minders from Mad for Minders. Peacock. I'm going to put on my my peacock unicorn and badger, my pub pattern, my bap pub, my pub bap. I got a dragonfly. I got this cute little dragonfly-ish guy. I love dragonflies. Again, symbolism for my family and I. I love old apothecary jars. I want to start collecting them when I go to antique and thrift stores and decorating our downstairs bathroom. I'm a nurse, so I love seeing, like, cocaine and morphine were commonplace in medications that were prescribed to you by your physician or from the guy in the trolley on the street. Be kind. In a world where you can be anything, be kind. I mean, really? That goes without saying. I got my, this was August Fabric of the Month from Shiba Designs. I did her 46 count for the year. You pay in advance, so I can't cancel it. So I'm going to keep getting it. Old gold. Very pretty. Very neutral. Great neutral. I'll find plenty to do on that, I'm sure. She is including a year of flowers this year. This was her little vintage tulip pattern, and she always puts in a little gift thread that goes along with the pattern. Love Shiba Designs. So that is awesome. Now I can put this all away. Did I have anything else? Oh, yep, Night Stalkers Calling. I have to show Night Stalkers Calling, you guys. Sorry, one more. Okay, so I ordered some threads from them. This is the colorway Jewel Bug Nebula, and I thought, oh boy, there is a monochromatic piece that needs to be done in that. So this was September's. So they were getting ahead of themselves for Halloween. The three colorways were Squash, Plastic Pumpkin, I love it, and White Lichen. Ooh, I really like that a lot. They had some cute pens and Halloween themed pens and post-it, little Halloween themed notepad, post-it note, and the needle minder was, okay, here comes the song, Pour some pumpkin on me. Come on, spice me up. Okay, that's way too creative. And then I just got another piece of their fabric from the June. This was the June fabric of the month in 20 count. Trying to, this is the Sassenach colorway. Sassenach. Trying to build up like my 20 and 22 count Ada, and then my concentration is really going to be on 46 count linen if as I buy more, because I have found that what brings me the most joy to stitch is 46 count 1/2. The coverage is perfect for me. My eyes are okay with it yet. I go to the eye doctor on Tuesday, and hopefully I know that I need a little bit stronger bifocal. And it just, that's what brings me joy. We all have our, we all have our favorite counts, and I'm a 46 1/2 girl. It really is where I'm at. Patterns. Oh, and I mentioned this before, and here they are. Miriam, I printed them out. So here's her new sampler. Sorry, I'm not going to take it out. Crinkle, crinkle. The Beavis sampler. Again, Beavis's Bats and Farsi. And like I said, these will be perfect sections to do as bookmarks. Don't you think? Yeah. And I also, because I couldn't buy one without the other, I got her Afshan sampler. Again, this I might just stitch the whole thing because it is absolutely gorgeous. However, it might also be bookmarks. I don't know. I never know. I never really know. And then I got for next year, I'm going to cheat on the Book of Days because I want to try this because I thought it was amazing. Which I love my Book of Days. I might do both. I don't know. Because then I feel like I'm cheating. This was Lori from My Crazy Life. She made a planner. A bunch of people have shown it. I know Pam and Steph Just Keep Stitching did a thorough flip through. So just to save time, I will not be doing that. But it is an amazing planner. It has retreat information, which I'm hoping to go to a couple. I can even put my, when we have our Quad City Needle Minders retreats, I can put those in here, obviously, duh. There's patterns in here, you guys. There's patterns from Sambry Stitches, Michelle Bendy Stitchy, Cosford Rise Stitchery is a super cute bird. Oh boy, bird. There's a bird. There's a lot of, I think there's more than one bird. It's amazing. It really is. So I'm going to try it. So go check that out too, if you're so inclined. Okay. Oh, thrift store. One more. Thrift store. I found this. Oh, or at a bookstore. A used bookstore. I always try to look for in the craft section to see if there's things. Charted Folk Designs. There are a lot of, as you can see, band, just motifs for band samplers. Bookmarks, right? Maybe bookmarks. These are all actual charts, so I can't really show you pictures, but it is circa 19 something. 1975. That was a very good year. That was the year of my birth. Now you know how old I am. 1975. That was a great year. So this is going to be a great book. Now I have to stitch something. There's sampler motifs. There's blocks for samplers. There's borders. I love these. They're very hard to see. I will just flash this at you because look at how small. That's okay. Bifocals and magnet clips. Some people, well, I don't have them up here. I use magnet clips to stitch. especially in bad lighting. And on 46 count, which I enjoy, I have to have magna clips. Okay, that is it for stitching and knitting and crochet and the crafts. I'm going to talk about just a book or two, so if you don't want to hear about books, thank you, I love you, that's okay, I understand. And if so, I've only read a couple, so I've only read one, so I jumped at, I get sick of hearing about it and said, I need to read these because everybody talks about them, and I know they're older, but I have never read them or heard about them before. Some of my Flosstube friends talked about them, so I read A Court of Thorns and Roses. I devoured it. I think this took me a week and a half, and for me, who doesn't get a lot of reading time, that's pretty fast. I enjoyed it. So if you're not familiar, A Court of Thorns and Roses is a human and fairy epic tale of worlds mixing fantasy, little bit of romance. I liked it. I liked it. I liked it. There's my review. So I'm currently reading the second, which is larger, A Court of Mist and Fury. Some twists and turns, a little predictable, I will say, but still an enjoyable read. Very well written, keeps you intrigued. This one is a little bit more slow going, but again, I haven't had a lot of just sit down and read time. When I have downtime, you know, I want to stitch or knit, and then we have to watch Suits. You have to watch Suits. So, Sarah J. Maas. I'm gonna give the first one now to my daughter, who turns 26 this week. I know, Julie, how can you have a 26-year-old daughter? No, I do. So she has been getting into she asked me to find all the Divergent books, and I'm like, you've already read those. How about I'll give you a new book? So then I'll pass these on as I read them, because I got the whole, well, I have two of these, so she can have one. Because then I read the first one, and then I'm like, I might as well just order the whole set. So I did. So now I have two of the first one, so she can have them. Anyways, so happy birthday to my daughter Casey, who will be 26 on October 5th. She was my birthday present the year I turned 22. I know exactly the day I got pregnant. So it was a birthday present that lasted a lifetime. And what a wonderful one it was. All right, friends, that is it. I am going to get off of here so you don't hear any more yelling from my boys. And I will hopefully get this up soon today. And I love you if nobody's told you that. Thank you for being here. Please like, subscribe, share, come back, get a hold of me, be my friend. I will be your friend. Be a good human. Love yourself. Love your neighbor. Be kind. Peace.